set you up, babes, while we pack.
I'm back in my fucking flat! Oh my god.
Yo, welcome to my floor in my uni accom. I ain't gonna be here for long. I'm an hour. I'm just kind of like packing up some stuff that I need for the summer. So, you know, it's very chill. Not really doing much. Enjoying being back. Take that out because I've basically got a duffel bag that I'm filling up with stuff, and I thought I'd kind of just reminisce about uni and kind of make it, because uni's been quite a depressing topic for me recently, which, you know, is quite sad because this is meant to be like the most amazing part of your life. Like, you know, you're making memories and getting on with things and realizing how independent you can be, and I ain't got that, is what's happened. It's now a case of how much stuff can I pack up before it's too much, is the honest goal. There's a lot here. This is basically where all of my stuff ends up, and from go from living here to now living somewhere else, it's been a big adjustment, it's been a big change, it's a lot to handle. So I'm really glad I get a chance to come back, kind of really sit here, enjoy the fact that this might be the last time I'm here until September, which is a little bit crazy, while I pack a bag. So let's reminisce. So the thing is that my uni experience was made so much better by the support that I was given. So before I even got into Lincoln, I went on what they call a WOW week, which is basically a week where you can meet other people in similar situations of social anxiety, other disabilities. Like, it's for those who, it's like a transition bit, which is really cool that they have that option here, because I don't know how I would have coped without it. Now that I've done it, truly, it was actually one of the best things I've ever done, and it helped me so much, and I've made friends that I still have today. The same with an offer holder day. Like, that gave me a chance to actually see people who were going to be on my course, and then when I got here I kind of had like friendly faces, even though some of them I've never spoken to. Like, I know faces, and that's what matters to me. Faces is what matters to me. And yeah, it's been great. So basically the WOW week for me was 3 days of paid accommodation in Lincoln, in one of the uni accoms, to meet each other and really get to know each other before the year started. So then when we came in September, we knew people, we knew friendly faces, we knew what we were getting ourselves into, we knew the university layout, like we had activities to do, we got to look around the city, you know, things like that, like really enjoying it. And yeah, I met some incredible people on that trip that I live with currently, that I will continue to live with next year, that are my closest friends, the people I go to tough, like they are my rocks at the moment. And it's been really great. I think one of my best memories from that 3-day trip is we were all kind of like newly 18, and I didn't drink one of the nights, but I remember walking one of my best friends now back to our accommodation and literally just being a walking stick of support. It was actually like, moments like that are just things that bond you and things that I hang on to quite well. So that was really cool. You know, really got to see the alcoholism in action before getting here. And then yeah, moving day was great because I moved in kind of on the middle day, like, of the move-in slots. So we had like a Friday, Saturday, Sunday to move in before freshers on Monday, and I moved in on the Saturday. So some people had already moved in on the Friday. So it meant that when I got here on the Saturday, I didn't unpack, I didn't do anything like that. I went straight to my friend's flat. And again, because I had that link already of like knowing people, it was really cool to be able to be like able to go to someone's flat, you know, meet new people again. Like that whole, I don't know how I would have coped if I didn't have the wellness support that Lincoln has. And I remember Freshers Week being quite, I didn't go to every Freshers event. I didn't even go to Freshers Fair because I was so like unwell at one point. Like not even just hangover, just unwell. Like I just didn't feel good. And you know, it was really nice to be able to sit back and kind of go, okay, I need a break now. Need to step back. You know, all these things, which is, you know, I'm very lucky that I got that, and I had a friend group that I'd already met, and I knew they were safe to hang around. I knew that they'd have my back because we were all from the same situation, basically. Like my first term at uni, a lot happened mentally, but no matter what, I wasn't alone. Like if I needed someone to talk to, I could walk over to my friend's accommodation. I always had someone on call, basically, which was great. And I know that I'm freaking out about coming back in September, being a different cohort to all my friends and being like, am I going to make friends on my course? Because this cohort's already had a year together. But realistically, yeah, I am going to make my friends, let's be real. And my mindset's going to be completely different than what it was before starting uni. So I'm really looking forward to that. Like really. And yeah, it's just kind of been fun to unpack that. I think one of my best memories from first term is Halloween, because it was the first Halloween that I actually did something, meant something to me, which is really cool that it's with people that now I have photos off of the wall, like things like that. Like I absolutely adore that. And like just club nights in general, playing Mario Kart until 3 a.m. or Mario Party at someone else's flat and then being told I'll just sleep on the couch. Like I lived on someone's couch for 3 weeks because I just didn't want to leave. Like I didn't really, my flatmates were lovely, but they weren't my friend group. And I know that my flatmates did create a friend group out of that, and they have got a house together, they're enjoying life, and I keep in touch here and there. But I knew my friend group wasn't my flatmates because of just different walks of life, I guess. And I was so fucking lucky with how easy the transition was, because also I didn't have that homesickness that people can sometimes describe. And Christmas as well, like doing Secret Santa, having a massive Christmas meal with all my friends, like that's the sort of stuff that I truly miss. I'm looking at pictures being like, what else? Karaoke was a big thing for us. There's a bar in town that does karaoke nights every Wednesday night, so we go to karaoke every single week in first year, which was like, I'd get back from work some nights and then just literally go straight to the flat we were doing pre's at, switch my top and just be like, right, let's go, let's get to the fucking pub. Like uni just gave me life, which was lovely. I got to see so many of my friends perform in performances, because some of them do musical theatre and musical theatre societies. Like those were incredible moments of just being there to support people. Dancing on tables, I'm sorry, I'm 6'4" and I never thought I'd get to dance on a table where I didn't bang my head. And instead, every Saturday night we'd go to a club that's now shut down where they do free entry until a certain point, and we'd dance on tables and chairs and just enjoy it and get a big picture and just like get pissed for free entry. Like, the whole point of uni was to have fun, and that was definitely my first term. I definitely really fell in love with it. And then my second term, so January, was a little bit more different. I started to spend a lot of time with my partner at the time and just kind of like not really go out much. And when I did go out, like, it was a bit of a deal that I wanted to go out. So there was a lot of things there, and also money wise and just health wise I was just deteriorating basically, and I didn't know what to do. I basically was living at my partner's flat, which is where all of my other friends also lived, because that's how I met him. And it was like, I loved living with everyone, and at the time I absolutely loved living with him because my flat was a little bit awkward with a couple of dramas picking up here and there. You know, it's after Christmas, people are kind of done with the bullshit, they just want authentic and know what they kind of want now. But I think even though all of this stuff was happening, I still tried my very best to just keep positive. Like, my friend did a fight night for Oddballs charity. He won, absolutely killing it. I planned a whole after party. I sorted all the food out, all the gifts. Like, I put my heart and soul into supporting, and I was like, I'm so glad that I did that, because for a friend who is still one of my rocks, he so deserved that. And then he had his friends from out of town come in for the event, so we also got to hang out with them at the party afterwards. Like, it's one of my favourite memories, fight night, and it was just so supportive and pure, and it's one of those nights that I will always be very proud of for my ability to just drive the support system basically, and just kind of like make it more focused rather than just dispersed, kind of like making people sign a card that was like big A3 size. Really happy that we did that, and I got all my friends on board. Bottomless brunch, I've only done one of them, and it was very late into second term, but we went with what we call the Vagina Squad and I think there was like 8 of us, and we all just got pissed on a really sunny day. We wore our floral dresses, we looked really cute, and we just went and got really drunk at a pub on Bottomless. And that was great, because then I came back and we were all, and it was like 6 p.m, and we were all still drunk, and we were just terrorising the other flatmates. Like those are the moments that I live for, not because I'm drunk, but because it's just so funny. There was a lot of times of just people coming over to mine, because I lived in a different accommodation to most of my friends, and just like chilling in my room, especially when I came back from a weekend in Kent, like helping me unpack. Those moments will always mean a lot to me, especially in moments where I've had a bad weekend back in Kent. I think it is just the fact that uni is so spontaneous. And I had my friends from Kent come up and see me on Valentine's Day, so we went out clubbing that weekend, and we, like, it made one of my friends who did come up for that trip transfer to Lincoln this year as a first year. Like, it's weird that that was all in 9 months basically, and I really, last year was, it's what's making me cling to hope with this disease that I can get back there. Like, I know that when I come back to uni, I'm not going to be able to drink until probably February at the earliest, but I know I can still have fun without drinking, which is what's so exciting, because I know that then I can just go out with my friends and enjoy my life, but also know my limits now. Fancy dress costumes. Oh my god, my last, like one of the last weekends of uni before my, like it was me and one other flatmate left in my flat, and my flat overlooked the Brayford. It was so pretty, it was so cute, and we never really hung out there because it was so many different groups of people, and it just ended up being me and this one other guy left, and we were like, let's just throw a end of year party, like fancy dress, let's really go all out. And it was a fucking great party. I loved it so much. Granted, it ended with me in A&E with one of my friends, but I wouldn't change that for the world, because like I was there to support them. Like I that's the thing, it was all just me giving everything I had because I knew that other people deserved it, because they had been there for me and I wanted to give back. And it was so happy. Like there are obviously going to be ups and downs, and there are obviously going to be tiffs and little hurdles to get over, but the whole experience, considering what I'm going through this year, is just, it sounds like utopia to go back there basically, even with the bad bits. And I think that's what I'm clinging to really hard. And then over the summer, not having to live back at my parents' house, being able to go and live with my then partner, and being able to have that freedom, being able to work in a way that was draining, yes, but it has made me more secure in the fact of I want to work with children in the future, in social care, and like being able to do babysitting and do summer club for kids. Like it was just incredible to have that experience, but then to go back to his house and be able to feel like an adult in my own right, which is something I hadn't really experienced before, and not having to explain myself and being able to say, oh, I want to go do this, and they're being like, oh cool, let's go do it. Or like driving around and listening to music at full blast, like being able to just sit in the garden and smoke and just have a chat and being able to gossip and, you know, really enjoy it, like, and actually build a really healthy relationship with my food. Like last summer really made me as much as it broke me, and as much as things then took a turn near the end of the summer and coming back to uni, it doesn't take away my gratitude for that summer. I wasn't even 20, like I was 19, I was learning, I was living, and the whole summer was just character building in the best way. And you know, they really help with that. And then near the end of the summer, getting to see one of my bestest friends come up to me in Grimsby, go to Cleethorpes together to the beach for the day, get to go to the arcades, get to have all that fun and really get to like actually live like a summer, and that you see like in the movies, which was crazy to me. I never thought, like I've always dreamed, but I never thought that it would happen. And you know, that really helped me get out of being so isolated, because I did kind of isolate myself quite a lot because I was just trying to live in the moment rather than reach out to friends who were far away, and that was a little bit difficult. But then coming back in September and seeing everyone and being able to just meet up and walk across the courtyard and see my friends, like it was incredible. Like last year, 2025, was fucking amazing, as much as it was painful. And it's what I hope my 2027 is, with more like adaptations to it, basically just being like a little bit more positive and a little bit less negative in the mental health section. But that, like, it's crazy. I'm talking about 2027 and it's like April, but that is, you know, where my timeline is basically on recovery, so it's fine. But yeah, I'm like being back here and being able to talk and be so happy, these are the moments that I kind of need, especially after the hell that I've been through the past month and the mortality rate scares that I've had this week. Like, I really just wanted to remind myself and document it why I'm so optimistic, because I've had that experience before and I can have it again, but this time cherish it even more, because I've got a different mindset and it's crazy and I'm so happy I do. But yeah, I just kind of wanted to like talk about it and actually really reflect on it and be able to like prove to myself that I know that I can get back to that place. And yeah, so that's kind of all I wanted to say. So I hope you enjoyed this, and I'm gonna go back to filming my weekend vlog, and then tomorrow I'm going to sit down and actually talk about what happened medically over the last month, because I've tried to do it, but I can't. So I don't know what order these videos are going to be posted in. It's going to be so fun to kind of like edit them and decide which way I want to post them. But yeah, this is my reflection basically on 2025 uni year one kind of thing. And I'm just so glad that when I come back in September, or whenever I come back, and even now, I have support, even if it is a small close-knit group, because I don't think I'd cope without it, let's be real. I don't think anyone would cope in this situation without support. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.